You know, he surprised everybody in the room. In fact, he was actually responding to another question when he kind of dropped the offhand remark that he happened to be taking this drug too. Take a listen.
I happen to be taking it.
Hydroxychloroquine?
I'm taking it, hydroxychloroquine.
When?
Right now, yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I started taking it. Because I think it's good. I've heard a lot of good stories.
President Trump went on to say he consulted with his doctor at the White House.
I asked him, what do you think? He said, well, if you'd like it. I said, yeah, I'd like it. I'd like to take it. A lot of people are taking it. So I'm taking the two, the zinc and the hydroxy. And all I can tell you is, so far, I seem to be okay.
The president is taking a drug his own Food and Drug Administration warns against taking for the treatment of COVID-19, unless you were in a hospital or part of a clinical trial. Dr. William Schaffner is an infectious disease specialist.
There's no real indication, no evidence base for the use of hydroxychloroquine as a preventive of COVID-19. I think doctors ought to not be prescribing this medication to people across the country for this purpose.
I was actually very surprised.
On Fox News tonight, Dr. Bob Lahita, chairman of medicine at St. Joseph University Hospital, offered this stark warning about the fatal heart problem you can develop as a side effect of hydroxychloroquine.
You can have a fatal arrhythmia, which means an irregular heart rhythm, which will cause your death. And your death will be instantaneous. You wouldn't know what hit you, and the people around you would say, oh my gosh, he's lost consciousness, he's unresponsive, and unless a paramedic or a doctor or a nurse is right there that can reverse this arrhythmia, you're dead. But as far as our treatment of COVID-19 patients, whether you're slightly ill or very ill, we have seen no effect whatsoever with this drug.
Hydroxychloroquine is effective in treating malaria, lupus, and arthritis, but patients who need it are finding it in short supply. This document, posted on the FDA website, shows there has been a shortage of hydroxychloroquine since March 31st. Rick Bright told 60 Minutes he was forced out of his job as the administration's top vaccine researcher because he was unwilling to push hydroxychloroquine as a treatment.
I believe my last-ditch effort to protect Americans from that drug was the final straw that they used and believed was essential to push me out.
President Trump said it was Bright who authorized, with his signature, the emergency use of hydroxychloroquine.
If he doesn't believe in it, why would he sign it?
But Dr. Anthony Fauci has said science is not showing the drug definitively works.
The data are really just at best suggestive. There have been cases that show there may be an effect, and there are others to show there's no effect.
Yeah, I hope to not be able to take it soon because, you know, I hope they come up with some answer.
Tonight, the president's doctor issued this memo, which says in part, after numerous discussions he and I had regarding the evidence for and against the use of hydroxychloroquine, we concluded the potential benefit from treatment outweighed the relative risks. The FDA is not commenting on the president's decision to ignore its warning, but in the past the FDA has said that since hydroxychloroquine is allowed for use with other kinds of illnesses, ultimately it's up to a doctor and their patient to decide whether or not it's appropriate. Let's go back to you.
All right, Randy, thank you.